Hey kids, this is Robert Alterman, and as promised, I'm going to start really slow, really easy. I'm going to do some videos to help you do some chair exercises around your house in case you don't have any room. And I'm also going to eventually lead into some bigger, crazier stuff. Now, I'll tell you, in my yoga, I really don't appreciate doing like handstands, headstands. I think you're kind of setting yourself up for a little bit of injury. But I mean, I can't say I stay away from them completely. But let's start small. And first of all, I'd like to give a little background on myself. I have done Tai Chi since 1991, along with some other Shaolin and Bagua practices. In the year 2008, I got involved in yoga, and I've been doing that ever since also. I find that Tai Chi and yoga have some similarities that I like to kind of capitalize on. They both deal a lot with relaxation and breath control, and there's a lot of physical movement that goes along with that, and I really enjoy physical movement because I'm the kind of person who can't sit still. So, first off, I'd like to show, I have some requests from a Mr. Brian Johnson. He has hurt his hip flexors a little bit, and I'd like to show him a couple of seated hip flexor stretches. So first off, let me get the camera situated here. In a chair, legs forward, what I like to do is stack your ankle on top of your knee, I apologize, and that in itself, if you sit a little bit forward, can feel a little bit of a stretch in the hip here and up in here. If you feel that this isn't enough, you can always fold over. Now when you go to fold, what I want you to do is tuck your chin just a little bit because it'll help keep your upper body straight and your spine straight. That's of the most importance of anything you're doing. You want to keep your spine straight. Your breathing comes from your spine. All your movements come from your spine. You don't want to injure your spine. Although I've injured my spine, and this is how I've recovered. So if you feel like bending over, feel free to kind of hug yourself a little bit. I still advise you to tuck your chin and try and feel like a string pulling off the crown of your head. I'm just crouching so I can get this into this camera. You want to feel like there's a string holding up the top of your head, and kind of bend forward as much as is comfortable. And I like to hold all my stretches for a count of 20 to 30. So I do like the 1001 or one hippopotamus if you like. And then we switch up. Here, same thing on this side. Bend towards the ankle if you can. Be careful about your knee position. Sometimes you'll find a place that kind of doesn't agree with the side here. Stay out of the danger zone. A lot of people talk about in yoga working the edges, which means if you feel something painful, back off just a little bit to where you feel a little tension, not pain. Again, tuck your chin, give yourself a hug, and hold it for a count of 20 to 30, depending upon how you feel. Don't kill yourself. The idea is to stay injury-free. It's not always easy, but that's how it works. I also enjoy, for your hip flexors, I like to do some other exercises that you can do seated also. I like to do kind of a crossover and a very similar workout to the other one, where you just lean forward, and if you can, kind of touch your chin on your knee. Once again, you want to kind of keep your head up and pointed. Same thing on the other side. Hug yourself up. Point the crown of your head up. You'll feel that more in the back of the hip area, but these are all good for this area here. I like to encourage breathing in your nose, out your nose. Use your stomach as a bellows. So if you're in a position where we're like this, you lean forward. Your breathing position naturally will back you off and let you come more forward, which you get a little bit of what they used to call in physical therapy, contract, relax. When you're down, you're contracting a little bit further on the muscle. As you breathe in, you have no choice but to let it go just a little bit. And that will kind of finish up for today what we're doing. I'll add on as we go, and we'll have a good time. And hopefully this will be reaching out to some people who are stuck in their houses thanks to the Corona deal. I always hated that beer. And let's see if we can't keep ourselves sane and a little bit healthy. Thanks.